Hey guys, welcome back to Beth'll Be Organizing, where I help people organize their homes for free. In today's video, I am going to organize this garage. This job that I did is going to be split into 4 videos. So today's video will be the first video, which is the garage, and then I have her 2 sheds and also a Christmas video where I organize all of her Christmas stuff. I always start by taking everything out of the area just to get you familiar with the things that are in there and also give you room to work around, because this garage was super full and we weren't really able to walk in it, so we had to take a lot of the stuff out. Actually, we took everything out, so I'm going to start over here on the left side. So these clothes and the bags of clothes, she said they are donations that just never got taken to the donation center. So we're going to put those into her car, and she said she will take them there right now so we can get rid of those. When you have a space like this where you store all your stuff and you don't come in here very often, you start forgetting about the things that you put in here. And when you come in here, you just kind of start throwing things and piling things up and you just forget about it. So it's not really on your mind because you kind of put it in there and you just out of sight, out of mind. And that's the reason why you want to make sure you have a place for everything and everything in its place, so that when you don't come in this area very often, then you will know exactly where the things are. And if you have a lot of donations, maybe you want to make a place for donations, or just make sure you take the donations straight to the donation center so that you don't have them piling up in your house and cluttering up your house. But I decided to wear gloves on this job. When we were doing this job, it was the middle of summer and it was like 100 degrees outside. It was so hot. We were sweating so bad, and I wore gloves, but I had to keep taking them off when I wasn't picking things up because my hands were just sweating inside and just soaking wet inside the gloves. I know that sounds disgusting, but that's what was happening. Now I'm just going to sweep up the leaves and debris and things that were blown in from the outside on this side, and then I'll move over to the right side of the garage and clean that out as well. Okay, so I'm just going to take out these tools and stuff. These are going to go into the other shed because she wanted all of her gardening, the big gardening tools in the other shed. Also, there are bikes in the other shed, and these tools are going to go in there as well. I'm going to pull everything else out, and that was stuck underneath the wheel. And these extension cords are going to look so amazing after. You guys have to wait around and see the final result of this pegboard. It looks so amazing, you guys. I can't wait to show you. She had a lot of these containers and things like that, so I wanted to add a wire shelving in here. I think a wire shelf is nicer for a garage than a normal shelf because it can help keep the bugs or the spiders from creating their homes in it, and it also can help keep rodents and pests and things like that from getting on your stuff more likely than a wooden shelf. I'm gonna pull this machine out back here. It is super heavy. It's like over 1,000 pounds, and she says she doesn't want to keep it because it doesn't work anymore. So we're gonna get that out of here. And I'm gonna start putting these chairs back. So this wall is just going to be for the chairs and like her hosting stuff. So that's what we're doing right now. Anytime you are organizing, you want to try to keep like with like items. So you want all the hosting stuff together, Christmas stuff together. Just keep it in the same area so that when you go to pull it out, it's not all over the place. This will just help things to be a lot easier. So we are just setting up this wire shelf, and then I will move on to the pegboard. The pegboard was the funnest part of this whole job. I loved doing all the hooks and everything, and the results of the pegboard are amazing, you guys. I can't even believe it. And I love pegboard for organizing gardening tools or tools, just stuff like that. She asked me to organize this pegboard for her. She said she wants the garden tools to be a little more accessible to her, so I put those on the bottom row where she can easily reach them. And she also said she had no idea that she had so many duplicates of items. So I asked her why she has so many of these garden pruners, and she says every time she came in here to find them, they were gone, so she thought they were lost, and then she had to go buy some more. And that makes you realize not having things organized and have a place, it's costing you time and money, because you have to take the time to look for the item. If you don't have it or you can't find it, you got to go to the store and buy a new one. And that just takes so much longer than if you just had things organized and everything have a place. If you guys notice, I keep moving these pruners around, these garden pruners, whatever they're called. I keep moving those around, just trying to find the best organized solution. And this is a good example of, if you organize a space, it doesn't mean the first try is going to be the perfect try. It's always trial and error. You gotta see how it works. And I wanted everything to look a little bit similar with these, so I had to keep changing it because we kept finding more of these pruners. So I changed these around maybe 10 times. We are just about done with this pegboard, and while we were doing this job, we found a teeny tiny mouse. So I decided I may not do garages anymore or sheds because they are prone to having more mice or rodents and stuff like that. And I don't want to deal with any diseases that they may bring. So I may not do those anymore. Maybe if the garage is finished and has walls and is more insulated, I guess, then I might do that. But for now, I may not do those anymore. But this job was still super fun. I loved doing the pegboard. That was probably my favorite part. And it turned out so well. She said she's so grateful that I could come out and do this for her, and she appreciates it so much. Not my next video, but the one after, I'm going to show something that I found that was horrific, you guys. I mean, I was terrified, and I decided I wasn't going to do that job all the way until I'll explain it in 2 videos from now. So yeah, stay tuned for that in a couple weeks. But this job turned out so good. I loved doing it. She also said she didn't realize she had so many extension cords. So that's another thing that she had multiple of. Thank you so much for watching. I love doing all this work and helping these people. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe so you can join our family. And I will see you guys in my next one.